Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. My gray hair is on fleek this morning. Bright and shiny. I have actually decided to grow my hair out and stop dyeing it. Now, whether or not I am going to do that for the duration of my life, I have no idea, but I am on a mission to stop doing that. It's very, very time consuming and just takes away from the authenticity of like us as females. There's so much pressure to look a certain way all the time, and I'm just tired of it. I'm trying to like rip myself from the society of like who we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to look like. So taking another step towards my authentic self, and all this beautiful gray hair that is slowly coming out. The one thing that I'm not like super excited about is I normally dye my hair a really dark, almost black color. And my normal like hair color that's not gray is like a lighter brown. And I'm not super in love with it. But I'm hoping that once it starts to grow out and really glisten, that maybe I will change my mind on that. So we will see. But listen, I am so excited to be here. There is some really, really good news today. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Sabrina Victoria. This is the Her Version podcast. Her Version is a contemporary global stage, a platform created for bold storytelling, providing stories and tools and advice on how to break free from life struggles and design your own vibrant life. It is specifically aimed at building confidence, communication, certainty, courage to our audience. If you are new to me, please like, subscribe, and share wherever you are. Listen, I am here today. I don't normally come on Saturdays, at least it's been a while, but I have committed to doing 3 days in a row of journal reading because I have missed the last 2 Mondays. I usually come on every single Monday and I do journal readings for 1 hour from my old journals from when I was like 12, 13, 14 years old. I am going in chronological order right now, and this is the next one on the list. It is 1997, and I think I was maybe 15 years old. I don't know. I was born in 82, so you do the math, but sounds 15-ish. Anyways, another awesome thing that I want to tell you guys about is, well, first of all, let's do my intro. First of all, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. We're getting a little Hello. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I am outside right now, if you can believe that. I live in the sunny state of Florida, and it is gorgeous out today, probably like a solid 70 degrees. There is somebody mowing the lawn over there, so I hope you guys can hear me okay, but it's just so gorgeous out. Once this weather kind of starts to hit, I like to sit outside while talking to you guys. Over the summer, I was inside in front of my beautiful painting, Freedom. Anyways, I have some really good news. So for the past probably month and a half, I have been talking about how I wanted to start creating and designing my own journals. So, because I think it's so important. It's so important as humans, especially young humans, to get their thoughts down and to get their feelings down on things that are happening in their life. And as I'm reading through all of these journals, I mean, you can see I'm already on episode 18. It's so eye-opening to me rereading this stuff and realizing certain things in my life that I forgot about, certain things that I like exaggerated in my head, or certain things in my head that I minimized in my head, and or age differences. It's so interesting going back and really being able to see when a lot of the traits that I have as a human really started to develop, and how young I was when a lot of these things started to develop. So I always advocate for families to really recommend their young ones to journal along with us as adults. I don't quite journal the way I was journaling here, but I do keep an extensive planner where I put all of my goodies in that, as far as what I have going on and what's going on in my life. But with these, I might change my mind because they are absolutely adorable. So I made 10 designs for just regular notebook. These are 100 pages long. They're on Amazon. They're $6.99, and they are absolutely adorable. They are now searchable. Amazon just made them searchable. So as you can see here, if you go to Amazon and you search Sabrina Victoria, Human Better 365, which is my company, you will see all of my journals, and they are all made by me, and they are absolutely adorable. I have journals that are for more of a younger genre, and for like this one right here, which I think is adorable. Oh my gosh, I just freaking love this. If you have a daughter or a son, so cute. And for us fierce females, oh my gosh, look at this. This is actually for real one of my favorites. All of the covers so far that I've done are matte. So they're like this luxurious, like soft. Oh, it just feels so good. It feels rich almost, but absolutely adorable. Here's another one. Wonders, Hopes, and Desires. This is kind of like a smoky feel. Oh, yeah. Look at how gorgeous these are. And just great notebooks to write ideas, thoughts, journaling. I love this one. Oh, my God. So cute. So cute. Lady Boss. For my boss ladies out there in the world who are building businesses that need a notebook to put all of their wonderful, brilliant ideas in. Here's your regular notebook. Now, the other thing that I am doing, because I am in the arena of narcissistic abuse, one of the things that, this is my last one, and this is actually one of my favorites. I think it is so cute. I did the back on this one. So beautiful. Each of these is 100 pages long, all lined beautifully for you. And just totally adorable, totally cute. There's 10 different designs for you to choose from. Not only will you be supporting the channel, but you're also getting something really freaking cool in return. The thing that I want to talk about, though, is because I am in the narcissistic abuse arena, I actually just submitted six new designs for abuse journals. So I created journals very similar to this, plain outside, but the inside of the journal has prompts on how to track and record the abuse that's happening in your life. So it's specifically like disguised as just a regular notebook, so it doesn't like attract attention by saying like, this is my abuse journal to track all of the shit that you do to me during my life, which will like attract your abuser's attention. It's just a regular notebook, and with similar designs as this, but then the inside has prompts to be able to record the things that's going on in a systematic way. So it's not all over the place, where there's certain places to put certain things, so you can keep track. This way you can go through. A lot of times when we are going through narcissistic abuse, not a lot of times, all the time, there's what's called love bombing. So during the love bombing stage, a lot of times it is confusing for individuals to remember that the abuse was really that bad, because they have you so confused in the relationship that you don't even remember that the abuse was that bad. And it actually takes quite a few years for us that are a little slower than other people, for us to start to realize like this is messed up. This is not correct. And, we now know that the reason that is because we were raised in a circumstance where things like that were sort of going on. So we don't know the difference between a healthy relationship and a bad relationship. We can't like decipher the difference because we haven't necessarily seen what a really healthy, beautiful relationship looks like. So when we fall into those relationships, we know with our like internal instinct that it's not right, but it's like a cognitive dissonance thing. Mentally, we're unable to decipher on whether or not to follow our intuition or our instinct, or whether or not to kind of follow what we consider as normal or common or comfortable with, because we've already been in a situation very similar to that. So the journal helps you to be able to track that and go back. So once you have a good solid, 6 pages filled, 12 pages, 20 pages, 50 pages, it allows you to be able to go back and reread and remind yourself like, wow, I'm not crazy. I'm not insane. This is a continuous cycle that continues to happen. And I continue to talk about how unhappy I am. And it's just a reminder. It's an absolute reminder. And to tell you the truth, the reason I wanted to start making these journals is because that is one of the things that I did to get out. Now, I didn't get an abuse journal. I just had a regular journal, which you can do. The issue with my journal, it was like all over the place. So I made the prompts that way each page is identical. So I think psychologically, it's a lot easier to kind of go through when you can read, this is how I felt 50 days in a row or whatever it is, versus my journal was just like a blob of just like ridiculous written with the dates and stuff. But I was able to go back through that journal to remind myself during the love bombing stages, because what would happen is I would get so mad, I would get so frustrated with my situation that I would say to myself, I'm going to start saving. I'm going to get out of this relationship. I'm going to escape this relationship. And then he'd hit me with dinner and movies and theater and comedy clubs. And you're so beautiful and you're a princess and you look like a Barbie doll. And I would start to think to myself like, oh, wait a minute. If this isn't that bad, this actually is not that bad. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic. I don't know why I'm being so such a baby about things. And it's an easy way to kind of forget, or they confused you so much that you forget how bad it actually was. So the journal really helped me. And that's really one of the main reasons why I was able to escape, is because during the love bombing, I would purposely make myself read that journal. And it took me years. I was in that relationship full throttle for probably 8-9 years before I finally stepped my foot down secretly and said, this is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. And I started to keep a journal, started to keep records of all the things. And I started to realize like, wow, as pages started to fill up, like, holy crap, this is a cycle that is never, ever going to end. He continues to say it's going to end. They continue to say it's going to end, and it never, ever ends. So I will let you guys know when those drop. These took about a week. So I want to say Amazon will probably take about another week for those to drop. But once they do, I will let you know. I will be doing my journal readings today, tomorrow, and Monday to catch up for the ones that I did not do the last 2 Mondays. So I apologize for those of you that love these posts. Anyways, let's jump in, right? For those of you that don't know me, not only am I the host here at Her Version, I am also the owner of Human Better 365, which is the company that I run. So I have the podcast at herversion.life. That is this podcast channel where I have guests and impact panels. And then my company for coaching is www.humanbetter365.com. And here, Human Better is a transformational company focusing on time management and organization within businesses and the family dynamic. I do one-on-one coaching. I do virtual coaching, group coaching. I also run a community called Sober Society, which is a modern day educational platform based around getting sober and staying sober. And in all the arenas of Human Better 365, including the podcast, what I do is I provide personal, group, and virtual coaching, and we fit all the needs. The basis of it is just to empower humans, empower the female culture along with everybody else. But I am pulled towards the female just in general. There's a lot of stuff that we deal with. Not to say that there's not a lot of stuff that men deal with, but I'm not a man. So I specialize in the things that the female culture deals with, and that is who my main avatar is. So this journal is adorable. I absolutely love it. I am so excited to jump into this and see all of the goodness that is in here. You can really tell that I have started to have like a personality here. And I think I am 15 because it's October. My birthday is August. So I'm assuming I'm 15. And this is just so cool. I don't know if you guys remember the sticker makers. Oh crap. Hang on one second. My phone's ringing. My fiance is riding his bike 80 miles today. Hey, love. Maybe, but I'm online right now. I picked up because I wanted to make sure that you weren't hurt. But okay. He's on an 80-mile bike ride right now with a few of his friends. He's actually planning on going 120 miles. We're going to be, I'm not riding my bike. I will be in an RV behind the squad. But we're going from East Coast to West Coast. So we're going to see the sun rise on the East Coast. And then they're going to be riding their bikes across Florida and watching the sun set on the west coast of Florida. So cool. But today they're kind of practicing. So they're doing, well, my fiance does this all the time. He did 100 miles like last weekend. But a couple of the people in the group have not done that long. So they're doing 80 miles today to kind of test their booties and their necks, because that's where you really start to hurt. So I needed to answer because sometimes they get flat tires. And if that's the case, I have to go get him. So watching out for the bay. So anyways, I don't know if you guys remember, but there used to be a sticker maker back in the day. So this is 1997. So 1997, sticker maker. You could take anything from like a magazine or a cutout or anything, and you put it on a flat piece of paper, and then they like almost duct tape over it. But it was a little tiny machine that would do it. And these are all little stickers that I made from like other, I don't know if anybody remembers that, but so adorable. I love it. And then I had these cute little furry stickers. These are kangaroos, and they're actually furry. And then this is the Lisa Frank glitter sticker. Lisa Frank later on came out with glitter stickers. Oh my God, I love it. And look at this parrot, also furry. So adorable. Oh my gosh. I would ride in the RV too. My longest ride is 30 miles. Yeah, my fiance loves the bicycle. I would attempt to do it, quite honestly. I was a spin instructor for about 5 years. However, I broke my leg, remember. So I just had my second surgery about 4 weeks ago now. And it still hurts every morning. I wake up, I like waddle out of bed like an old person for probably about the first 30 minutes. And it's still like swollen and scars. It's a whole thing. So anyways, I don't know if I should read these, but they're so cute. It's like trying to explain colors to a blind person, virtually impossible. Oh, life. Ooh, that's a good one. Life. It's like trying to explain colors to a blind person. Virtually impossible. Ah, that's a little funny, Sabrina. If you want the rainbow, you've got to put up with the rain. Good enough never is. Ooh. That's telling. Education is experience, and the essence of experience is self-reliance. Oh, you can see I'm really digging deep here. You know what's so funny about this is this right here on this page is exactly what my wall looked like. So my parents actually allowed me to take permanent marker. I bought like the primary colors and permanent marker. I had like a light purple wall, and they actually allowed me to write just like this. I had poetry or like sayings all over my wall in my bedroom, all in disorder, just like this. This is kind of reminding me of that. I wonder if I took these and wound up putting them on my wall. Lots of people want to ride with you in the limo, but what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down. Ooh, that's Oprah. I like that. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Oh, ooh, this one's my dad's. That is, that is not, is not. Well, it's not actually my dad's, but like my dad would say that. I'm attending school until it becomes available on CD-ROM. Not kidding. I didn't know, right? 15 years later, or no more, 25 years later, nothing makes a person more productive than the last minute. All of us are in the gutter, but some of us look at the stars. Aw, you might hate the rain, but did you ever think that the rain might hate you? Ooh. I might call him a divine thing, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble. Oh my God. I don't know where I got that from. I used to write that everywhere. I might call him divine. I might call him a divine thing, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble. Oh, it just make my heart melt. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. If you lie down with dogs, you will get up with fleas. To be little. Oh, to be little is to be little. That's a good one. There's a natural law that says you never get something without giving up something. 100%. The trouble with trouble is that it always starts out as fun. A good memory is fine, but the ability to forgive and forget is the true test of greatness. Do what you can with what you have where you are. Don't be afraid to ask dumb questions. They're easier to handle than dumb mistakes. Yes, and I still live by that to this day. I am constantly asking questions. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. The secret of happy living is not to do what you like, but to like what you do. Yes. How is one to know when one has had enough until one has had too much? Ooh. Pleasant sayings are sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. Who saves the lifeguard's life when the lifeguard's life needs guarding? I remember that one. Every job is a self-portrait of the person who did it. Those who can't laugh at themselves leave the job to others. Sun to warm your face in daytime, moon to guide you through the nights, star to wish your favorite wish on, sky to draw you to new heights. Oh, I love that. Oh, look at all that perspective I had at 15. That's so fun. That makes me feel really good, actually, that I had the insight to kind of know and understand a lot of that. That's awesome. So October 4th. Here we go. I'm getting so nervous. I'm not even kidding. The older I get, the more I'm remembering, and I am getting so nervous to read this stuff because I don't know what's in. I have no idea what's in here, and there was some shit. There was like, okay, here we go. Hey, I just got done writing 32 pages in my last journal. It's 11:30 at night, so I better go now. Wow, I was so excited to start this journal that I wrote a page in it after doing 32 pages in the journal I just read you guys 3 weeks ago. I wanted to say hi and then bye. My life isn't going too well. So I'm sure you won't be a very boring journal. Oh my God. I have to pick a name for you too. I think I know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you yet. Maybe tomorrow. Right now, Jessica is at Dora's house. She slept over there, probably still awake too at 11:30 probably. My mom's out of town with Annette. She'll be back tomorrow late at night. Man, last night was awesome. Bonfire at Shannon's. Go back and read the kitty journal. Gotta go, Subway. So yeah, I forgot about that. So last time you and I talked, um, what's up, love? Glad you're doing well. Keep going, love. We were at a bonfire at Shannon's, and I'm getting flirty vibes from Lewis, and Crystal's having a little bit of a frustration with the whole scenario. Okay, October 5th, the very next day, 1997. Hi there. I'm so upset. Oh no. Okay, I'm so upset. It's 12:10 in the afternoon after the meeting. Okay, so it's Sunday. Meeting means church. I was born and raised as a Jehovah's Witness. If you're just joining me and you've never seen me read from my journals before, born and raised as a Jehovah's Witness, and a meeting is church. Okay, so it's probably Sunday. My dad told me I can't go to the Sirocco's anymore unless they, my parents, are there to chaperone. How embarrassing. Oh my gosh, what happened? I can't stand this anymore. Exclamation mark. I have too many restrictions. Exclamation mark. I'm 15. I feel like I can't breathe. I wish I could tell them how I feel, but that would be considered back talking. I can only go out once a week, be home by 11:30 on Saturday. No bowling, and now no Sirocco's unless my stupid parents are there. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. They have no idea what I'm going through. They weren't brought up as a child in the truth. True. Yes. True. Even Mom says it's hard for her not to swear. Well, what about me? I'm around it all day at school, but I don't swear. Both Gina and Crystal have been on at least 5 dates from boys at school. I haven't. I try to be good. I want to have a boyfriend so badly, but I'm good. I don't do that stuff. But Brother Broviak had to tell my dad that the Sirocco's aren't good chaperones, and that Scott, the disfellowship brother, had sex or fooled around with some girl. Oh my gosh. And then I freaking drew like I was angry. Oh, look at how angry I am. I'm not crossing anything out. That's literally how angry I am. I'm so mad. I can't stand this. I can't do anything. I like talking to guys, but now I'm practically forbidden to hang around any of them. And now my dad's acting all nice like nothing happened. It makes me so mad. I just want to cry so hard. Oh, it looks like I named him Teddy Bear. P.S. Your name is Teddy Bear. Sounds good. And I'm screaming, oh man, gotta go Teddy Bear Subway. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's more yelling. October 5th, 1997. 2 days in a row. Hi again, Teddy Bear. It's 5:22 p.m. So same day in the afternoon or in the evening. I just got off the phone with Lewis. Oh my gosh. I guess everyone at the bonfire got mad at me for leaning on Lewis. Well, not mad, but I guess lots of people talked to Lewis about it, and John Tuck found out about it, and he wasn't even there. Crystal and Shoko probably told him. Lewis wasn't really mad at me for doing it, but he told me I shouldn't anymore. Crystal got mad, and so did Mikkel. I don't know what anyone else said, though, or if anyone else was mad, but John Logan and Matt brought it up also, and now I don't feel so great about doing that. Well, I got to go. Okay, so that makes sense. So probably Crystal, being jealous, told Mom, Annette, and Annette is best friends with my mom. So she told my mom the whole scenario instead of coming out and being like, hey, I heard through the grapevine that you were leaning on Lewis, because how would my parents know that unless somebody said something? They just took the entire party out of it and said, you can't go over to their house anymore. See, I wonder if I put that together. Hey, Teddy Bear, October 10th, 1997. I'm screaming again. Ah! I just got back from the outing. Uh-oh. Okay, Crystal had no school today, so she went out in service with Lewis, of course. So out in service for Jehovah's Witnesses means door to door. So when you knock door to door and you talk to people about the good news of the kingdom and you try to like convert them into being a Jehovah's Witness. So here at this age, we're basically using field service as a way to flirt and like go on a date with people in the congregation. So Crystal and Lewis kind of have a thing. So they're out on field service. I guess they were alone for 15 minutes and Lewis was joking around with her, saying they had 15 minutes to make out. And then during the regular service with other people, I don't know who, they all went to a moving garage sale. And Crystal went upstairs into the bedroom to see the furniture and Lewis followed her. Oh my gosh. And there was this comforter on the bed and Crystal was feeling it. And Lewis goes, Crystal, what are you doing? And Crystal, of course, says nothing. And Lewis throws her on the bed and he jumps onto it too and says, yeah, I know you want me. And Crystal says, no, meaning she didn't want to do anything with him. But then she says, so what's wrong with that? So I'm assuming Crystal told me this. When she told me that, I just started laughing so hard. And Crystal was totally eating that up, 100%. So yesterday was Thursday, and after the meeting, so that's church, I was supposed to go out with everyone except Gina, of course. I guess I'm mad at Gina. But last minute, my parents didn't want to go. So they dropped Jess, Jordan, and me off at the meeting, and I couldn't go out because the next day was school. So Gina found out about it from Julie, and she wound up taking my place in Julie's car. Then the next day at school today, Gina tells me all about it. And I'm so just like, who cares? I just got so mad at her basically because I'm jealous and she got to hang out and I didn't. I got so mad at her and almost jealous. Okay, cool. So I was authentic about that. I was almost jealous, AKA jealous, which she likes doing to me. But I like the fact that I'm aware of that. Then I started singing and she's like, are you okay? And I said that I was in such a good mood. So I'm trying to deflect. And she's like, why? Almost as if the stuff she said was supposed to make me cry or something. Look at that. Oh, snap. Do you see that? So she was irritated. So I'm trying to pull myself out of the jealous. So I start singing and acting extra happy. Then she is irritated at me for being happy. She wanted me to be in a bad mood. Wow. I'm just like, whatever. It made me feel so good to know that I got her mad by not showing my anger. Yes, girl. Yes. Good job, Sabrina. Good job. Okay. Then today, after Crystal was done with service, so service is door to door talking about the good news of the kingdom with Jehovah's Witnesses, she came to my house and she said she was sleeping over. Well, thank you for inviting yourself. And I felt so weird because I was wearing these tight bell bottoms and a tight shirt with an unbuttoned blouse on. The sleaziest outfit I own. And all these JWs come. I felt horrible. They probably think I dress like this all the time. And John Logan was in the car. Oh, okay. So the entire service car. So they were out in service. When you go out in service, you go in a group. So there's a bunch of people in the car. So it looks like the entire car pulled into my driveway. And Crystal said she was sleeping over. I came out of my house and I'm wearing this supposedly super sleazy outfit, which I remember this outfit. It's not even crazy. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Teddy. Oh, that's cute. I told my mom about the leaning thing with Lewis. My mom already knew 100%. I guess some girl from the bonfire told my mom on Thursday. So she talked with me, my mom, and showed me scriptures from the Bible. But I don't get it because Mikkel was all over Lewis. All I did was lean. They were touching and everything. See, because it was Crystal. So Crystal doesn't care about Mikkel because Mikkel's older. She's not her friend, like that, like not besties or whatever. Total jealousy. So it was Crystal 100% that told my mom, and which is why Mikkel wasn't acknowledged. Then today I hear from Crystal that Taylor found a note from me to some girl about Lewis and stuff I've done to him and stuff he's done and said to me. I guess Taylor gave it to Mikkel and they were going to make copies of it and give it to the elders. Then Crystal convinced her not to. So then it was to my mom. And when I heard that, I'm like, no, why in the world is there something written down? And I never even did anything with Lewis. That's so weird. I'm like, no. So she said that Mikkel is just going to talk to Lewis and Lewis will talk to me. But I don't remember for the life of me writing a letter to anyone about Lewis. Exactly. Because I didn't. I have no clue. They said it was from me, so I don't know. I hope nothing big comes out of this. I'd die. Well, anyways, Crystal and me were home alone. So basically, the three of them got together and wrote a freaking letter for sure. For sure. I did not do that, nor would I have done that. Well, anyways, Crystal and me were home alone because mom and dad went to study with Jordan. Jess slept over Dora's house. So it was just Crystal and I. Then Julie came, then Shoko. Then we all left in the van with Shoko driving. We went to Shannon's and talked for about 2 hours. So we're back at the Sirocco's house, which I'm not supposed to be at the Sirocco's house, and watched Multiplicity. I don't know what that is. Then Beth came over. Oh my God, Beth. Oh, I forgot about Beth. I think I'm friends with Beth on Facebook with about 6 guys. It's about right. Steve, Jonathan, Gavin, Andy, and Justin. I guess only 5. So we sat around and talked for about a half hour with Sister Sirocco sitting there the whole time. Then we all decided we wanted to do something. So we went cosmic bowling, which I'm not supposed to be bowling either, which I'm not supposed to do. And neither is Crystal, but I don't get it because our parents let us go roller skating. And honestly, that was worse than what we did. Anyways, we went from 10 to 11:15. Why wasn't I allowed to go bowling? Like, what are we doing at the bowling alley? Like, so we're just supposed to sit in a parking lot? That's even worse. At least there's like people around and it's in public. And when we were there, oh my gosh, Crystal got hit on by Jonathan. He is the sweetest guy and they like each other, of course. But just in case you didn't know, which I know you don't, Teddy, but all these guys are baptized. So they're strong in the truth. Yes. Ah! That made me happy. Well, I didn't have money to bowl, so I just sat there. And this guy, Steve, who is Javin's brother, might I add, Javin is so much cuter, but Steve is so much sweeter. Anyways, the whole time we talked, and then there was one time when it was his turn to bowl, and I asked if I could do it, and he said, sure. So I did it my granny way, and I knocked all of them down but 3. So he gave me 5, like a high five. I was so happy. That's pretty much how we got talking. He's 20, I'm 15, and his brother's 18. He works for UPS and he likes poetry. He writes it too. He likes the movie Singing in the Rain, and he hasn't seen the movie Sabrina yet. And he let me try on his rings. And he has curly hair. Yes, I remember. And beautiful eyes, long fingers, and he's super tall. He was really tall. And he knows I have curly hair. What's obviously my hair is right in front of his face. I wanted to show him my student ID so he could see my curly hair, but I think I lost it somewhere. Oh, maybe I had my hair straightened that day. He asked for my number, so of course I gave it to him. Then they were all going out to eat, but we couldn't because it was too late, so they left. And when Crystal said, oh, Sabrina, it looks like you found a friend. I'm so happy a guy actually liked me for my personality. I love it. But that's weird because I had my hair back. So my big nose, oh no, my big nose stuck out even more. And I was wearing a brown shirt and overalls. And all the other girls were kind of dressed up and had makeup on. I had no makeup on, just chapstick. And I still got a guy to talk to me. Oh, well, that's sweet. Today at school, I had 3 guys. All of them I like, but I never talk to them because they're popular and I'm not. But they all talk to me. Some guy from Germany said hi to me, but it was weird because it was after gym when I was walking to the girls' locker room and he was walking in front of me and he turned around to say hi. That was weird. Then Ryan, this guy with gorgeous hair, I love it, talked to me. Just a regular conversation. Then Kevin, a junior, started to talk to me. I couldn't believe it. I felt so good going home today. And meeting this guy named Steve made me even happier. But Crystal did not sleep over. Shoko's dad didn't want her driving home alone, so Crystal had to go home with her. Then Shoko and Crystal invited Shannon to sleep over. I couldn't because I have to babysit Jordan. Oh, well, gotta go. Love you much. P.S. I'm pretty sure I told you everything. Talk to you later. Love, Snoopy. Oh, snap. October 16th, 1997. I got a little Count Dracula. The sticker I made. Hey, teddy bear. I'm at school right now, sitting at my locker alone. I hate coming to school so early. Leslie and Jesse are always at some club or meeting, and I have no one to talk to. It makes me so mad. The past 4 days or so, I've been coming to school late because trains or traffic. I write the word cuz a lot. C-U-Z. And I was so happy. I didn't have to sit at my locker by myself. Anyways, I guess there's some letter going around school and the hall about Lewis from me. And how me and him went out on a date and were kissing and holding hands. I don't remember ever writing a letter like that, but I guess I gave it to one of my friends who also is friends with Taylor. Taylor found it and gave it to her sister. His sister gave it to her mom, and her mom told my mom about it. But I don't ever remember writing any kind of letter like that. So Mikkel, Taylor's sister, told Lewis, and now Lewis is mad at me. But I don't give a freaking care. I hate him anyhow. I don't know how I ever could have liked him. And Sunday, Crystal and me were supposed to sleep over Shannon's house. Okay, this is what happened. So that is so weird to me because I never did one thing with Lewis. Like nothing, not even held hands. So somebody wrote that letter. And what's so interesting to me is I don't remember this happening at all. And I feel like this would have been pretty traumatic within the congregation, within my parents. Like, why aren't my parents talking to Lewis? Lewis is way older than me. So I don't ever remember getting in trouble for this. I kind of feel like maybe the letter did get back to my mom, and then maybe my mom realized it wasn't my handwriting, because there wasn't really computers back then, so I doubt it was typed. But I have pretty distinctive handwriting, as does everybody. And Sunday, Crystal and me were supposed to sleep over Shannon's house. This is what happened. It was about 6 o'clock, and my mom was getting ready to go shopping. Anyways, the phone rings, and it's Crystal. She was asking me if I wanted to go on this boat ride thing for the Spirit of Chicago. Anyways, I told her probably not, because it was too much money. $55 for a boat ride, $20 for a limo, and $100 for a prom dress. So she said, okay, is that the only reason? And I told her that it was. Also, because of Gina. Because Crystal is usually pays more attention to me than Gina, and Gina's always complaining about how she gets left out. So now Crystal wants to kind of uninvite Gina. Anyways, Crystal was over at Shannon's house, and she asked if I wanted to sleep over there. So I asked my mom, and she said, okay. So I hung up with her. I got dressed. I was in my PJs. I got all my stuff together. Then before I got dropped off at Shannon's, we went to Video Images to return the movies we rented. Then we went to Long John Silver's. Yes. What? Then Burger King, then McDonald's. So by the time I got to Shannon's house, it was an hour later. My mom came in with me. Wow, that's so weird. Why did we go to so many different places? My mom came in with me. Yes. They don't like this family very much, I guess. I think she wanted to make sure that Scott wasn't there, Shannon's older brother that is disfellowshipped for doing some bad stuff to some girl. When I came in, I said hi to everyone, all happy, and Shannon comes over and tells me to go by her and in another room. I could hear Crystal crying. I'm so glad my mom didn't hear it, though. So she said bye to my mom and followed Shannon. So Crystal was on the floor by the front door. Ugh. I came in at the back door. I had no clue what was going on. Crystal was on the phone with someone. I have no idea who. Shannon took me into the living room and told me that Lewis totally dogged Crystal out because Crystal's been telling me, Shannon, and Michael and Mikkel about everything between her and Lewis, like the making out incident and the doing it on the bed, October 10th, 1997. Well, Crystal told Mikkel, and she went back and yelled at Lewis because he shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff to a 15-year-old. We are 15. Thank you, Mikkel. Thank you, Mikkel, because that is true. Well, Shannon called Lewis because Crystal wanted her to, so she could ask if he was going to the Spirit of Chicago. I don't know if he answered, but he asked if Crystal was there. Shannon said yes, so she gave Crystal the phone. Lewis starts yelling at her, telling her that she's a big mouth, yes, and he never wants to see or hear her again, and that he wouldn't care if she died. Ooh, that's a little harsh. I wasn't there when that happened, but I guess she fainted. Oh, so traumatic. And was out for about 2 minutes. Oh my God, no, she wasn't. I think that it was pretty rude that Mikkel told Lewis. Was not rude, Mikkel. 100% correct. Especially since she promised she wouldn't. I don't even care. We're 15 years old. I agree, Mikkel. Well, Heather M. came over to comfort Crystal, and so did John, her brother. He called up Lewis and yelled at him. He's such a sweetie. John Tuck is super sweet. And that'll, I'm sure, come later in the journals. I would love to have a brother like that. Well, Crystal was on the phone most of the time. I could tell Shannon was getting kind of upset. The last person she called was her mom, and then she had to go home. Not because of this whole mess, but I guess on Saturday when I wanted to go out, but I couldn't, my parents went to a hotel. Well, she gave her phone number to two worldly guys and they kept calling her house. Oh my gosh. So now Crystal's grounded for a whole month. I already miss her. I saw her yesterday at the Thursday meeting and she gave me 2 letters. I also saw her Tuesday because she wanted to see my dress I'm wearing to the assembly on Sunday. I love it so much. It's silver and long and it fits my body. Yes. It's really pretty. Or it was really pretty. It is, I actually might have a picture of it. It has black flowers all over it and it's short sleeves. So I have a fuzzy sweater, yes, and black shoes. I wore the shoes yesterday to the Thursday meeting to make sure they don't hurt my feet too bad. But don't tell my mom, thanks. I only got to stay at Crystal's house for 10 minutes or so. And I think John somehow knows I like him, or should I say liked him, because he's acting really weird when I went over. Usually he just ignores me, but that day he said hi, and we actually talked about his new car, but still. And then Thursday he said hi to me 3 times. That made me happy. Crystal and me totally ignored Lewis the whole meeting. There were a couple of times I could see him looking at me, but I didn't look back. Steve got a new haircut and it looks horrible. So I do want to mention that there's 2 Steves. So there's Steve L at church, and then Steve S is the tall guy that I gave my number to like a few days ago. I felt weird after the meeting. I think it's because I didn't talk to Lewis. Yeah, that would be weird. The whole situation is really weird, so that makes sense. We have like, I don't even know how old Lewis is. I can't believe I haven't written how old this man is, but way older than us. I thought for sure he'd come up to me and ask if I was mad, but he didn't. He did try to make Crystal and me jealous. Like when I was talking to Julie, he came up behind her and pinched her waist. Dude, this guy, what a troublemaker. And then he said, oh, Julie's styling. I'm just like, yeah, okay. And then when Crystal and me were talking to Gina, Lewis comes up behind her, Gina, and whispers something in her ear. We asked her what he said, and she said she couldn't understand him. Oh, I'm friends with Dora again. All this time I thought she was mad at me. She thought I was mad at her, but we're okay now, and I'm glad. Dora is so pretty, and she's only 12. It makes me so mad. Some girl in my Spanish class today, Chrissy, thought I was a freshman. I wanted to slap her. I guess maybe I'm a sophomore. But I didn't because I'm nice. Guess what? Tomorrow is Saturday and the assembly. My sister is getting baptized. I'm so happy for her. She went over all the questions in 1 week. First, Brother Brobiak, then Brother Butler, and then Brother Tesh. Oof. And I get to wear my pretty silver dress. I'm so excited. But the worst thing happened. It's my time of the month. I got it yesterday. You know how mad that makes me? Very. Well, I got to go. I'm going to take a small nap. I'm in study hall right now. I'll probably write to you on the bus in a couple of hours about ... You'll see. It's a surprise. Oh my gosh. I got somebody's phone number. This is Steve's phone number. Oh, May 12th. Oh, that is so funny. I pasted it. You know what's so funny about this? Actually, I actually have a black book from this era with all these people's phone numbers in it. I still have it too somewhere. I don't know where. Anyways, I have 5 minutes. Let's see if I can finish this in 5 minutes. Ooh, this is a long one. Oh, this is a really long one. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, it's still going. Holy crap. Well, we might go a little bit over. I have one entry and it's way long, unless I miss the date. October 17th, 1997. Think about what you were doing October 17th, 1997. Tell me in the comments. This is what I was doing in detail. Hi, I'm back. My last class is chemistry, and we took a test. I think I did okay. At least I hope so. Okay, anyways, I got a phone call yesterday. Okay, this is what happened. I was on the internet talking to Bob. Bob is the internet guy from New York. Oh my gosh. And he was making me really mad because he wasn't listening to me. So we only talked for 10 minutes compared to 1 hour. How do you know when somebody's listening to you or not listening to you when you're typing? I'm usually talking to this guy for an hour. Anyways, he said bye, and I was just about to type bye when I was disconnected. So I didn't get to say bye. So I was mad. But right away, the phone rung, and I was sitting right next to the computer phone. I picked it up within the first ring, and the guy asked, "Is Sabrina there?" And I said, "This is she." And he goes, "Oh, hi, this is Steve." Oh, and I said, and I'm like, but to myself, of course, it was Steve from bowling. We talked for about 15 minutes, maybe 20. He asked if I was surprised he called, and I said yes. I was actually waiting for the call about 4 days ago, but oh well. Anyways, oh my gosh, he's such a sweetie, and he's majorly strong in the truth. Oh my God. No, he is not, girl. No, he is not. Oh, the whole thing is just so fucked for real. He's so strong in the truth, which is awesome. All of his family, relatives, and stuff live in Indiana. Just him and his immediate family live in Illinois. I'm just bull crap. But man, his dad pioneered for 10 years. Oh, so for those of you that don't know, pioneering is when Jehovah's Witnesses set like a certain amount of time that you're going to commit to going and knocking door to door. So I guess his dad committed to whatever those hours are. I don't remember, for 10 years. His mom did it for 3 to 4 years. Oh, snap. He's got uncles that are elders. Oh, and missionaries. Oh, his older sister is 22 and married, and both her husband are pioneers. Oh, went to pioneer school and moved to where the need is great. Well, I don't know if I write about Steve in here too much, but I'm telling you, he's born on the other side of all of that jazz. His best friend, Joey. Oh, Joey was cute. His best friend, Joey, is 17. That's who I should have been going after. Steve is 20, but he's not baptized. Ooh, I got to talk to him. I guess Joey and him were at his house. Steve lives with his parents still, which is okay. He's the middle child and he likes it. He's gone through 2 car accidents. The first one was 3 months after getting the car and some truck rammed into it. The second one was some lady who passed a red light, and now he has a Grand Am Black. My sister got baptized. Look at that, Jazz. I know, right? Quite the resume. I would agree with you there, Ryan. Isn't he? Notice how it was all like his family did this and his family did that and his family is this, and there's nothing in there about him being a pioneer, and he's living at home. He's living at home with his mommy and daddy, and he's not doing nothing. But he is baptized. Okay, so my sister got baptized. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for her. She really tried hard, and I know she deserved it. I love her so much, which is true. Even though sometimes, or a lot actually, she gets on my nerves, I still love her a lot. She also got a black purse from Sister Arnold, but hers is much better. Oh, I don't remember writing about that. I guess I got a black purse from Sister Arnold. And hers is much better. I don't remember writing about that. I haven't even used mine yet. The straps are too long. So I got to wear my silver dress. I love that dress so much, but I had to button the top button on my sweater because my bra kept showing through the little hole in the front, which stunk. Oh my God, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. But oh well, I still got to wear it. There were a lot of pictures taken. You know what? I'm 15. I'm 15. So actually, that's not dumb. Actually, that's not dumb. I'm 15. Sorry about that. There were a lot of pictures taken, so hopefully I can find a good one to show everyone, including Steve. Well, the assembly she got baptized at was on a Saturday, 10/18/2017. On Sunday, there was no meeting, so we went out in service. Our family worked with Crystal Shoko, Brother Lieberg, and Dora. We got about 4 hours in. Sorry, this handwriting is so messy. I'm on the bus. After service, Dora came over to our house. Jess and Dora were supposed to do something for the day, but it didn't work out. So she stayed at our house. My mom and me went to get pizza. Ooh, I feel like having pizza. Yes. And movies. That's back when Blockbuster was around. Oh my God, you scared me. I wasn't expecting you. My fiance's home from his 80-mile bike ride. I'm almost done. I'm finishing this article. So she stayed at our, oh my God, that scared me so bad. I wonder how I looked on camera. That caught the whole thing. It was about 7 p.m. Like 2 minutes after walking into the door, our doorbell rings. And oh my gosh, it was Brandy and Julie. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Brandy. Neely. Is it Neely? Brandy? They wanted me to go out with them, but my mom, being who she is, invited them in. So we all sat on a blanket downstairs, ate pizza, drank pop, and watched Selena. That was the first time I ever saw it. It was pretty good. Her death was so quick that I can't figure out exactly what happened, but it was okay. I just hope that Julie and Brandy weren't disappointed because they were dressed to go out. I'm sure they were disappointed. I don't know. I felt kind of weird because it seemed like they didn't want to be there, but oh well. They left at about 10 p.m. and Mom dropped Dora back off at her house. Monday was the meeting and Brother Arnold was a substitute conductor. So we got done with the study 15 minutes early. Can you believe that? Anyways, Tuesday, I didn't go to school because I was too tired. I woke up, took a shower, and I was still tired. So I went and asked Mom if I could stay home. She said, sure. So I changed my sheets on my bed, decorated the outside of this journal. Oh, that's cute. So this was totally plain until like halfway through. That's fun. Then went to bed, back to bed at 8:30 a.m. or so. I didn't wake up until 3 p.m. Oh my gosh, I was tired. Why am I so tired? Wow, I only woke up once at about 1 or so. But man, when I woke up, I was so hungry, kind of like I am now. So I ate corn puffs. Then later that day, after the kids left, Mom and I went and got Subway and McDonald's. Then we all, Jordan, Jess, and I had to go to bed at 8:30 p.m., which stunk. But oh well. Wednesday, I called Steve at about 5:45 or so, and he said he was just about to call me. We talked for an hour and 30 minutes, and we would have kept talking, but his brother called him 4 times. But I guess he didn't want to go because his brother was at his friend's house and he needed some extra clothes. So finally he left. Then about a half hour later, he called me back, and we talked for another half hour or so. Oh my gosh. I wish I could just tape record our whole conversation and paste the tape here. He was totally hitting on me. I like him, but then not really. I don't know what to do. And today I find out that a lot of people know about me and him talking to each other because he has told them. I guess Beth knows, and Beth told Crystal, and Crystal told me. I don't know if that's good or bad, but knowing Crystal, lots of people know. I'm so confused. Anyways, he said he likes girls with curly, spirally hair. He was totally hitting on me and asked me if I had ever gotten my back rubbed. Oh my gosh, this guy is not a Jehovah's Witness. This is not how you do it. Oh my God. See, but at 15, I had done nothing. I had done zero. So when I hear this, I'm just like, oh, that's cute. But now this guy is probably not a virgin. I said, yes, I like back rubs. She never has. He said that he's always rubbing his mom's back and his mom's feet. Sure you are. Sure you are, Steve. So he's an expert. Oh my God. He asked me what size my feet are. I said 8, which is a total lie because they're actually 9.5. But my feet are so big. I hate it. And I didn't want to tell him the truth. Then he asked me if I've gotten my feet rubbed before. And I said, no. And he goes, oh, well, you should get it done sometime. He was explaining to me how there's this one part in the heel of the foot that makes the whole foot relax. And I'm just like, oh. And he goes, maybe sometime I should show you. And I'm just like, okay. I had no clue what to say. It was so aggressive. He said, next time we get together. So much. So much. Thanks, love. The first thing he looks at with a girl is her eyes, which is weird because that's the first thing I see with guys. I told him he had very pretty eyes. They were greenish, hazelish. And he goes, oh, you were looking into my eyes that night when we went out. And I smiled so big. Yes, I was. That's all we talked about. Then he called back, like I said before, and we talked more about, I don't even remember. And when he called me back, he says, man, it's been so long since we talked. Oh, that's so corny. Thursday, I gave a talk with Crystal. She told me about it Wednesday. Sounds about right. When Steve called, I guess it was her mom's, but her mom, Bert, and my mom all went to Utah from Wednesday till Sunday. So her mom gave her the talk to do with Shoko, but Shoko didn't want to do it, so she called me. She had nothing done. All she did was read the knowledge book. So at 5 Thursday, she came over so we could write the talk. It was just Crystal talking about codependency here. Do you see this already? Super toxic. So she came over so I could help her write the talk. For some reason, everyone from my house was gone. So we wrote the talk and got ready by 7:15. So we wrote the talk the day of the talk. Steve called while I was typing. While I was typing on my computer, the talk. And I was so happy. But Crystal and Jess were both yelling at me because it was getting late. And Steve was saying something and I couldn't understand him. I think he invited me somewhere, but I don't know. I had to hang up with him. That makes sense. The talk, I don't think, went too well. We went way too fast, and Crystal started reading the scriptures before I had even found them. But that's okay. Lewis also gave a talk. He did pretty well. We, Shoko, Crystal, Jess, me, Kevin, and Tommy, left early, like 20 minutes after the second half started, because Crystal had to go over to her cousin Angie's house. John stayed at the meeting, and Lewis was standing in the back of the hall while we were in the lobby, and he gestured with his hands, where are you going? And I gestured with my hands that I'd call him. Oh my gosh. He got the biggest smile from ear to ear. So it looks like Lewis is no longer mad or weird with me. So that's cool. Anyways, they dropped Jess and me off at home. And that's pretty much it, I think. Friday, I had a chemistry quiz, and I totally failed it. I didn't know the answers to any of the questions, so I tried my best at the bottom. I told Mr. Parks that I'm coming in early on Monday to get help. Krista was over at Angie's like from Thursday night till Sunday morning, so she called me. She can't call me at her house because she's grounded. So she called me over there. Saturday, we did service till 11:30 with Shoko, Kevin, Gina, and our family. Till 11:30. I guess that's like 2 hours. I stayed out till 12:30 with Shoko, Gina, and Kevin. Shoko drove. We only did one call from 11:30 till 12:30, but shh, don't tell anyone. After service, I was home alone because Jessica went to the orthodontist with Jordan and Dad. So I blasted the music and cleaned both bathrooms and played on the internet for a while. They came home around 1 o'clock. Well, that's weird. At 4, I went to babysit Nicole. Oh, I forgot to say that I called Lewis at 9:30 at their house. Oh, while I was babysitting. And we're not mad at each other, and he doesn't care about the stupid letter that I didn't write, so we're okay. But shh, I don't want Crystal knowing I called him, even though we didn't talk about her at all. She'll still be very upset with me. Where is the letter? Like, where is this letter that I supposedly wrote? I'm so irritated at this. So I went to go babysit some girl named Nicole. I don't know who that is. I was on the internet the entire time while babysitting. Her parents came home at midnight and they gave me $30 and a liter of Dr. Pepper. Oh, and some brownies. They were so nice, but man, they're so rich. Oh, I got $30. Everything is like automatic, even the stove. So that night I came home and slept on the couch in the living room because Dad had cleaned the carpets. So they were wet and I had a lot of junk on my bed. I had to get everything off the floor. And Dad and Jordan were using the couches in the family room watching some scary movie. Jess slept over at Dora's house. At about 7:30 a.m., Mom came in today. I pretended to sleep, though. I was supposed to go to the morning meeting and then service with Crystal, but neither of us went. So she asked if I wanted to go to the 1 o'clock meeting. I said okay, even though I didn't want to. Then Dad finished cleaning the carpet in the living room. I was cleaning my room, and my mom was sleeping with Jordan. Then Dad tells me to make breakfast. I don't think my mom was sleeping with Jordan. I think my mom was sleeping at the same time as Jordan. I don't know. Then Dad tells me to make breakfast. Pancakes and eggs. Lame. Oh, like he told me to make breakfast. And the fact that he told me to make breakfast was lame. I did pretty well. The fire alarm didn't go off, so that's a good sign. Then I told Mom I didn't feel like going to the meeting at 1. So Mom told me to tell Crystal that Mom, didn't want me to go. So that's what I did. Oh, that was nice of my mom. I don't know if Crystal went to the 1 o'clock or not. Mom, Dad, and Jordan went shopping at noon or so and came back at around 1:30. I was on the internet talking to Steven again. I guess this is another Steven. I got these really nice poems. It was actually one long chain letter poem, so I copied it. Do you remember chain letters? Oh my gosh. Chain letters were insane back then through email. Oh, I didn't even print the whole thing out. It was 13 pages. Jessica didn't get home until 5 p.m. from Dora's. We ate sandwiches for lunch and went to bed around 9. So today's Monday. How do I keep track of all of this? This journal entry is pages long. How do I know the freaking the synchronization of all of this stuff, the chronological order of it? I don't even know how I did this. It's like a whole week's of. So today's Monday, and guess what? There's snow on the ground, and it was a really stormy day yesterday with rain, snow, hail, lightning, and thunder. I was hoping there wouldn't be any school today because there was a bad storm, but oh well. I'm going to have to go in early to chemistry this morning to see Mr. Parks because I don't understand the periodic table or the molecules or the moles or any of that stuff. Well, I gotta go. Talk to you later. KK Sabrina Soto. That's a lot. That is a lot of stuff, my friends. But definitely entertaining, I'm going to say. Definitely entertaining. excited to see what happens with all of the things. I certainly hope that that was enjoyable for you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. For those of you that are interested in checking out my journal designs, all you have to do is go to Amazon and look up Sabrina Victoria Human Better 365 in the search area, and all of my beautiful journals will pop up. They are so adorable. They're 100 pages long, and they feel just so beautiful. They feel so soft and so gorgeous. So check out those designs. I will be on again tomorrow, and I will be on again Monday to make up for the last 2 Mondays that I missed. So thank you so much for joining me here on Her Version. For those of you that don't know, I do one-on-one interviews with amazing female guests sharing stories of struggle to triumph here on this platform. If you have an amazing story to share, be sure to reach out to me here or at herversion.life. I am your host, Sabrina Victoria, and I'm so grateful to be here sharing a platform that allows people to share their truth and inspire others. Do something awesome today. Much love.